Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dungeons and Dingnuts, the channel where we have high levels of entertainment and low levels of knowledge, or intelligence. There we go.
All of the above.
All of it.
I'll drink to that.
Except for me, I know all the secrets.
Partially.
Except for the internal ones of the players. Those ones are the ones I didn't know.
Yep. Today we are back in Aventara. This is, I believe, episode 17. I'm not sure. You can see in the title somewhere around here. But we are back in Aventara, following what happened the last time. So if you want to check that out, click the little button here that points you to the last episode. Before we get into today's episode, we do have to plug our own stuff here.
Mug.
Like me hitting my mug. No, but if you want to see what's going on, go check us out on YouTube so you can see all the funny reactions and sometimes the battle maps that we have on here. Also, check us out on Instagram and Facebook so you can get updates of when we post an episode. We have noticed, not Facebook-wise, but YouTube-wise, I looked over the numbers just a few minutes ago. 106.4% of you are not subscribed.
I don't know how you've done it, but you've successfully broken the laws of math. So please subscribe to help us make math work again.
Yes. Over 100% of you are not subscribed, which doesn't make sense mathematically. But it's fine. We still love you, but we'd love for you to subscribe to the channel so you can get notifications. Also, if you'd like to get some insider stuff, you can check us out on Patreon, which we now have up and running, where we have some links and PDFs of some things that you've seen in sessions, some monsters, some subclasses, some items. So if you want stuff from any of our sessions, go check us out on Patreon. It is Kings of Media, and you can follow it for free to get notifications. But you can also be a subscriber, where there's a $1 subscription, $5, and a $10 subscription. So choose whatever fits your wallet the best, and we would love to see your support on Patreon. Because that also is where we'll probably drop some merchandise later down the line.
Eventually.
Eventually, when we get enough to do that.
Yes. Well, actually,
Oh?
Crimson's going to be starting a new job here pretty soon, hopefully.
Oh.
And she's not going to be working at the residential treatment center anymore.
So she doesn't have to work on Saturday?
She won't have to work. No, she doesn't have to work on Saturday. She put in her 2 weeks this week. So,
There we go.
hopefully, we'll have more time to work on that together.
There we go. I think we got Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter/X. Check us out there. We're mostly every social media. We'll get on Reddit sometime. You guys can start a Reddit board of all your theories of all the adventures we go on. But I think that is all the merch and stuff that we have to plug in. So we'll get right into today's episode.
Alrighty.
Jabs. Gavin. Mikey. Oh, I didn't see it. I couldn't see past the screen.
Oh, yes. Alright, well, welcome back, everybody. So, recap of last time. After successfully managing to survive the wrath of an angry girlfriend, Flynn and crew managed to finally completely recruit our new friend Corliss. We also learned some interesting new things, including a tunnel network underneath the city of Saito, and some potential difficulties coming up. As well, oh, yes, and I almost forgot, Duger almost got eaten.
Yeah.
That did happen. If you missed that episode, that was very entertaining. I was very sad that Vortex Warp saved him. But,
I'm very glad it saved him.
yeah, so our party
Wait,
has...
I would have been eaten?
Probably.
Unless you think you can fight the dragon on your own. Nah, emerald dragons are much more tricky than that.
They are
Probably
very
just used
tricky.
you as hostage in exchange for things that they want.
AKA the sword.
Fetching sword that we need to throw into Mount Mordor.
Literally.
Yes, throw it in Mount Mordor. I wish to see what happens.
Explosion.
Oh my
All
God.
right, but yeah, so we are here, we are gathered, and you have gotten all of your supplies together, and I believe, unless there are any final preparations you wish to make, as the sun rises over Saito again, and the people wake up to the common and reassuring roar of their Dragon Lord, that you are ready to head out.
Dragon Lord.
Terrifies me so much.
Freaking awesome.
I think before heading out and doing his normal morning routines, probably just gonna like kind of just sit and watch the sunrise for a little bit and just try to gain some calm. Like, okay, this is gonna be fine. The new guy is on board. Gotta keep a real close eye on him. Eliza's here. Don't do anything stupid. And just like, he has this constant mental of like, keep her safe. He's just kind of like just sitting there watching the sunrise instead of doing his normal sword routine. That's probably what would be going on during this time.
Go ahead.
Go for it, Wesley.
I want to inspect Eli's ship to see like what it's capable of, what it has to offer. I don't know any sort of specifics about it.
All right, go ahead. As you're investigating the ship, there are a couple of you've been on a large number of ships in your day. This one is. You can tell it's a magic ship based off of like various signs. However, it looks more flimsy than other most magic items that you've seen, such as it can be broken. Like it can be damaged like a normal ship.
Okay.
The enchantments seem like they're more durable, but the ship itself can be broken. So that seems normal for you.
Okay.
What you find is especially interesting is that there doesn't seem to be an air elemental contained anywhere on this ship, and that's how most ships manage to keep themselves directed while they're flying. So that's a little bit of a concern to you, but it seems to be floating just fine right now without too much gravitational anomaly to help it, but
It's a bit odd.
yeah. Yeah, it seems like a pretty normal small ship. Like, it's a small sailing ship, crewed by crew of any larger than 10 would be just redundant.
Can I fit
Yeah.
any weapons on it? Like,
Oh yeah, you could fit weapons on it. Oh, you mean like put a cannon on it?
yes.
Yeah, you could put a couple of cannons on it if you wanted. It couldn't support too many, probably. You
Yes.
think you would need to investigate more to be sure, but it seems like you could probably manage that.
It's a trading vessel, not made for combat.
Until everybody else gathers up, I'm just gonna be investigating why this freaking ship is floating right now.
All right, roll me an investigation check
Uh-oh.
with your Arcana modifier. Actually, Arcana check. Roll an Arcana check.
Did we hide the hole? Very well.
Yes, you did hide the hole.
We hit it.
gotta do
I
one.
used
I need
mending.
you to make me a spell casting check for how well you hit it.
gotta-
And you can have advantage because Eli was helping.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I probably would have to hide that.
I got
I'm
a
like,
12.
Okay, cool.
I didn't think this was gonna be pertinent.
I didn't think so either.
A spellcasting check?
Proficiency plus intelligence.
Yes. That is gonna be a dirty 20.
All right, you do not find any source of magic power on this ship, and you're just figure, you know what, this is just a weird magic boat.
Sure.
Even more weird in magic than most flying boats.
All right.
Most flying boats just have an air elemental somehow contained in here, and that's really annoying, but you don't have to deal with it most of the time. This entire boat is magic, and that makes you a little uncomfortable, but you know it'll work out.
Oh dear.
Will it though? It didn't work out very well for us last time.
we'll do a good job.
Well, that's just what I'm gonna just be doing that until they show up.
And I'm just gonna be working on Galti and getting that fixed, really.
Alrighty. Yeah, you fix up that. Is there anything else that you guys want to do before setting off?
I actually want to go down to the hold. We have the sword, right?
Yes, you have the sword.
Okay, we got it back. I want to go down to the hold with the sword, and I want to just take like 500 gold worth of precious stuff from the bag of holding,
Okay.
and I want to put it with the sword.
Okay. You have done so. That is
Yes.
so as you reach in, you like pull out random things like, oh, gem, nope, put back, and just like pull out like all the gold and pile it over there and just like stick the sheath in, just like standing there on top of it. It's just like, this looks great for stealing right now.
It does look great for stealing right now, but I'm hoping it does something else.
All right, so Corliss, as you're investigating the ship, you just walk over and see Duger arranging this doomsday sword in the middle of a gigantic pile of gold.
Duger,
Yes?
I like your collection.
Well, thank you.
Do you-
I worship it.
Are you sure you want to show it off in the center of robes?
Oh, I was in the hold. Like I
Yeah, I
was
know.
like,
Oh,
He's investigating
below
the
deck.
ship right now.
yes. I'm not necessarily showing it off. This is more of an experiment to do with
yes.
the sword and trying not to let it go wild again because we don't want anyone else to get sucked into it.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna look at you kind of crazy and walk away. And just pretend I didn't hear what you just said.
All right.
Still just inspecting the boat.
He continues on. Flynn, you walk by and you also see Duger now making a shrine that apparently he worships with the death sword in it.
I just continue walking. I notice it, but don't say anything of the swords. Flynn's just kind of just like, okay, all right, he's getting all his gold out, like doing final checks and preparations.
You're not going to wonder how he got that much gold?
No, Flynn,
He
it
knows.
crosses his mind. He knows how he got it. He knows he can't do anything about it. So he's just gonna continue to walk past and like, okay. Anyways, I need to
Anyways.
I need to talk to Finn about that. And just doing final checks of make sure everything is on board. I also want to do an investigation of the ship. I've had it on me before, and just like, okay, until we are ready, like just recently since we've been like prepping it and stuff, I want to do preparations to see if anything got stowed away on it, like kind of like a delayed fireball scroll.
That is a very good decision. Making an investigation check.
I'm just checking for anything that
I don't
might
like
not...
that he said that was a very good decision. That makes me
That
uncomfortable.
doesn't necessarily mean right now. Just in general, it is a very good decision because this almost has happened before.
No,
But
it did
delayed
happen.
Oh, yeah, it did happen.
It did happen.
11.
11? Okay. As you're looking around, like, everything looks like it's in ship-shape order, other than Duger making a shrine to the Black Blade, to the Weave Render. But, yeah. As you are walking around, like, you just, like, make a quick check in the, like, looking around, like, peek into the captain's quarters, and you see Eliza in there, and she's very carefully laying out a couple of items on the desk in there. And just, like, seems to, like, almost, like be unpacking various little cloth-wrapped objects, and, like, almost reverently putting them down on the desk. Desk.
Probably just be standing in like the doorway, just quietly watching. Probably wait until she notices and just like...
Several of them are pieces of jewelry that you have given her, but
I remember buying that one.
yeah, she's
That one was
putting
pretty
these things out and
expensive.
like unpacking things. Looks over, is like, "Oh, hello, Flynn."
Oh, hi. I remember a few of these things, but I don't remember how I got that one. I don't know if I bought it or if Finn brought it to me saying he purchased it.
I couldn't tell you how you got it. I just remember that you gave it to me. But yes, these are the ones that I've decided to bring, the most important ones.
Well, we're going to be getting a whole lot more, so I hope you have room.
I can always find room.
I know you can. Well, we're going to be setting off here.
All right.
If you want to say bye to Pops before we head off.
He knows I'm. I said goodbye earlier this morning. I'm planning on heading out as soon as you're ready.
All right.
And if there's anything you need, Captain, let me know. Terrible, like gives it an extremely like
Bad salute.
extremely bad, but overly dramatic, and somehow like it looks almost like a performance rather than an actual salute. Just like bow and salute at the same time.
At ease. I do not need to be called captain yet. Something I'm not used to still. It's like, well,
Suit yourself.
I'm gonna go talk to Duger. I saw him doing something. I kind of just walked past it, but I'm gonna go talk to Duger and make sure we're all set.
All right.
I'll see you in a minute then. And just walks away. I don't have enough gold to buy more stuff. Oh gosh. Like, Duger!
What?
Where are you? Now I'm gonna ask questions. What is this shrine?
It's not the shrine.
Okay,
It's a horde.
Is it for the little dragon thing you have around?
Little dragon guy crawls down from your shoulder because you have that homunculus now.
I didn't think about that. I could say yes here. But I feel like I should actually explain what I'm doing.
Please do. Enlighten me.
I've been doing some thinking, and when we got this sword from that skeleton dragon thingy,
You still have his pieces.
I still have his pieces, yeah. But he didn't keep this sword with the rest of his horde. But not only that, I did some talking with people and reading in books and things like that, as you do, and kind of found out that no dragon would really want this in their horde.
I don't think anyone would want this near anything.
No, but it's why do dragons hoard gold specifically and precious magic items?
I don't know. They like the shiny things.
It's more than that. It gives them literal power, and it's where they get their magic from. And so I'm thinking,
I'm the horde.
if I put gold around the sword, maybe it won't go crazy. It's just a thought.
So you're thinking
Preventative action.
to put gold around. Okay. Well, sound logic. I get the idea. But is it the gold that gives the dragon power, or is it the dragon that gives the gold power?
Great question. I don't know. But it's worth a shot. I have a lot of it. This is only a part of what I have.
You need to stop.
I don't steal. It's not me.
That's
Talk
what
to
I'm
your freaking
talking about.
monkey.
You need to stop him.
You
You need to close off the bag for him. It's
I
getting
don't
worse.
even know he puts it in there.
It's getting worse.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know what's in this bag.
And
This is no longer my bag. It is Finn's bag. I just carry it.
what terrifies me is that you don't know what's in your own bag.
You know what? Let's find out. And
Oh,
we're going to
gosh.
go up to the deck, and I'm going to turn the bag inside out.
And a lot of stuff comes out of it.
No.
Alrighty, so time to give me a second. I've been keeping track of things that he's been stealing.
I
Alright,
love it.
you have a dagger made out of lunar steel in here with a reindeer horn, reindeer antler handle. That's one thing that you notice that's out of the ordinary. Okay, but most basic things. First, there's just a lot of gold. But
Gosh.
more than gold, there's also just mostly copper.
Copper?
That is the most common thing that is in here. It's like copper is the most common, followed by silver, followed by gold. Most of them coins. Mostly because that is what Finn has the most access to, in that order of commonality.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
There's a fair number of jewels as well, not nearly as many. There's like grand total like 20 jewels or so in here, but there are jewels in here. There are, listing them out, you might want to write these down because I know you can use jewels.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me pull up my notes.
Oh gosh. This terrifies me how much this monkey is
How
stolen.
much gold do we have, comrade?
I will explain that after.
You mean him?
All right.
All right, so there is
Oh, gold is his gold.
there is a ruby worth 50 gold pieces. It's so very small, but it's a ruby there. There is a very large clear crystal that might be zircon or some other clear stuff thing that looks like it's worth 200 gold pieces. It's very large. There is a single amethyst that is just barely a fragment inside of an earring. Looks like it's worth about 10 gold pieces. There are 4 small diamonds. Like those, like each of them is worth about 50 gold pieces apiece.
Dang it.
There are
Oh my freaking goodness.
5 sapphires, each worth 20 gold pieces apiece. And that is it. Oh, and 1 alexandrite,
Nice.
worth 50 gold pieces.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so those are the gemstones.
Your monkey went off the rails.
Yeah, I'm just watching it pour. I'm like, Finn!
Okay.
Also, note about the sapphires. None of them are cut.
Oh, so they're like raw sapphires.
They're raw sapphires.
Where's
with
the
chunks of rock
freak
in
did you
them.
get raw sapphire?
I need to tighten his leash.
You don't have a leash on it.
I need to tighten the leash.
You need to get a leash.
You're not you.
Okay, other unique items that are in
My character doesn't even know this.
other random unique items. There's a map. It
Hold on.
looks like it's of a particular region of the Dragon Sea, but it's very rough and has lots of mathematical calculations on the side of it. You can't really understand it, but it looks like it's supposed to be a map.
Okay, so useless.
Math? Dungeons and Dragons? No.
There is also a small book. It's like just like a little notebook, no bigger than like a hand. Like the cover's no bigger than like a hand.
Okay.
It is written in Halfling.
Dang
I think I know who he stole this from.
Do you?
Maybe?
it. Was it the librarian?
I'm curious who you think it's from.
Possibly the librarian. Possibly.
Librarian.
I was going to say, possibly also the dude from the beginning who knew me. But that is only a possibility. Anyway, continue telling me what I have.
And the last thing in there is a single that's unique. You almost don't catch this one because you think it's just a piece of silver. There's a single steel coin with a dragon head and 2 axes crossed behind it.
Oh, that's useful.
It's very, very, very old and rusted in multiple places.
Okay.
And also the dragon head and 2 axes look identical to your mark.
Finn!
Where did he find this? Oh my goodness. Okay.
So how have we not seen the little monkey trailing with this much gold and jewelry?
Because he steals it slowly. I don't know how he does it. I don't know where he gets this
This
stuff.
doesn't look like a slow job here.
I mean, you guys have been together for like 2 months now.
Just like, how? How did he?
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Finn! Just gonna summon him back. Hi, buddy. Hi. Explain.
Oh, this is from that one really annoying dead dragon's hoard. That's where most of the gold come from. Gold is really hard to steal. People don't like when I steal it very much, so it's a little bit hard. But most of the gold come from there.
The dead dragon, of which I told you specifically not to steal from?
Did you say not to steal or not to rob? Because I don't think I'm capable of robbing. When I rob things, then I have to do violent threat, and that's not an option.
Wait, dead dragon? What? The skeleton dragon?
Yeah, you see
Yes.
that one right there? You see, like he goes over and points at the pieces of the hollow dragon that were in the bag of holding. That one. You guys left before I could get the good things. They were too
He
heavy.
left for good reason, but also stop stealing everything.
He was giving you lots of little hallucination thingamajigs. I didn't know what to do, so I took gold.
So you just saw us standing there hallucinating, and you thought, "Oh wow! While my friends and my owner are being, under some magic, I'm gonna just steal and put the." We
Hey.
need to talk about priorities here.
Hey, if the dragon was going to kill you, there's nothing I could do about it. The best I could do is try to get revenge by taking as much of his stuff as possible.
Or you could have tried to snap us awake. Or...
If I did that, he would see me, and if he saw me, he'd eat me.
This is where I walk in. Captain, I believe we're ready to set sail.
Finn?
Oh, dear.
Where did you get this coin? I'm holding the steel coin.
Oh, I took it from the
And
from the
he's
guy.
talking. Interesting.
From the guy?
Yeah,
Who?
the guy with the big scary dragon little thing. Little dragon thing. It wasn't very big. It was very small and did lots of fire stuff.
How's your monkey always?
Who are you talking about?
He was very big and fat. Very big red beard also. You guys were talking with me, told you about moon dragons.
Oh no! You took it from him?
Yeah.
The leader of the...
We need to get top deck.
We are top deck. I didn't do this below deck. I didn't know it was in here.
He's just gonna go straight for the wheel. He's like, "All right, everyone, hold on. We're going now."
What did you do?
Alrighty then. You see me start helping with ropes and sails. Duger,
Yeah.
is this another
He
shrine?
had a lot like it.
What?
He had a lot of them.
He had a lot of them?
Yeah. He had an entire patch of them. Some of them were gold. I took this one, though, because it was more interesting. I didn't have a steel coin yet.
I'm at the helm right now.
What? Does it not look familiar to you at all?
Should it? Oh, it looks like this. He grabs the rock that. So when you empty the bag of holding, the little crystals came out. He goes and grabs the one that like with the symbol. I was like, looks like this.
Yes, it does look like that. What else does it look like?
Has he seen your mark? Have we
Dragon.
seen your mark?
An axe. I need an axe. I don't have one of those yet.
No!
No.
No!
With cool
Actually,
engravings.
could I make a tiny axe?
Just make a small dagger for him.
No.
Did you suggest this out loud?
No, because I'm at the helm, so I feel like I'm a little far to like hear his combo.
Yeah, he goes over and like picks up the like lunar steel old knife with the reindeer horn handle, like picks it up and like it looks like a great sword in his hands. Like, this is my weapon right now. Swings it around, like swings it and like totally stumbles and slam, like it gets stuck in the deck, and, like he's trying to tug it out.
Nice, because it also looks like this. I'm gonna show him the mark on my neck, like the birthmark.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna be like, I'm really confused as to where this symbol comes from, but it comes from somewhere, and I'm not sure. I wish I had known about this a little bit sooner.
You know, I've seen that in one more place.
Where does this monkey go so much?
Where?
Can't remember. Where was it?
I will make you remember.
I am nowhere near to hear this.
Don't kill him. Or do, I guess. I don't know.
I'm at the helm too far to
Oh,
hear.
right! It was in the tunnels.
In Saito?
Yeah. Wait, no. No, that's where the other thing was.
Huh?
The what? The other what?
No, there was a. What was it?
We're ready now.
Oh no, it was in. It wasn't those ones with the. Oh, with the really big land shark that tried to eat you right before the fake friends shot you guys.
I bet that I rolled high enough perception check.
Huh?
Nothing.
He's like, everything's ready.
Hold on.
What do you mean?
Apparently there's something in the tunnels here.
Huh? No.
No, not here. It was in the other city, the one that don't move.
Should we go back?
Do we need to go back?
I don't know.
What did he find?
He found this symbol in the tunnels there.
What does that symbol mean?
I don't know, but it means something.
I found this one, but I found that in the big guy's pockets though. So it's up there too.
The big guy.
Yeah, he holds up the steel coin. This one.
Remember, the leader of Clan Doragon,
The very scary guy.
the very scary guy?
Oh.
Apparently he had a bunch of them, so I'm hoping he doesn't know this that
He
one.
said I could have this one.
What?
He said you could have
What?
I traded him a very nice stick for it.
What stick did you trade him?
Very nice stick.
Oh yeah, I found it. I took it in. I found it when we were in the not moving city. I found it in a random room and put it in the bag, and then I traded it to him.
What did the stick look like?
It was very long and straight, and it had lots of weird writing things on it. It wasn't written in Sylvan, so I didn't understand. They look like dragon rights.
Can Duger take a guess at what this stick was?
And also take a
It's
guess
based-
what this is.
You can make an Arcana check if you want.
We're gonna make an Arcana
For
check.
the love
Of
of
all that's holy.
all that is
please.
holy, let me roll a natural 20 right here. Dice angels, bless me.
22.
Nope. Nope.
All right. So, what did you get?
I got an Arcana check, right? I got a 14.
All right. It sounds like a stick with rune magic on it. That
Yes.
beyond is all that you can guess. It could be a wand of the War Mage that he sold. It could also be like a rod of the Pact Keeper. Like there's various different long sticks with magic runes on them. But
looked
either
like
way,
dragony stuff,
Finn
though.
got scammed hard.
I'm just like, maybe we can go back to. No, I'm terrified of that guy. I can't make a trade back because he knows the worth. So, he traded a very powerful, what it seems like, magic item.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Secondary thing. Finn stole a very powerful magic item from somewhere and then sold it for 1 steel coin.
Finn.
It's worthless.
Finn.
The steel coin is worthless.
And he got it in and out of the bag without Duger noticing.
I have a decent. Oh no, I don't.
You're like, Duger,
What?
put a lock on the bag, please. Put a lock on the
Is
bag.
it bad to say that I kind of enjoy it? Yes! It is!
Oh, you should put a lock on it. You should put a lock on it.
Why?
He reaches underneath his like little vest thing and pulls out a set of lock picks. I'm gonna practice with them.
I don't think it would help.
Put a magical lock on it.
Alarm. Like it has
That's not gonna
alarm.
help him. Finn, look me in the eyes.
Okay.
No more
Oh.
stealing.
I have
He
our
wilts a little
arcane
bit.
lock.
Please put arcane lock on that
Yeah, put that one on.
Why does he want me to put arcane lock on there?
bag. Because he wants you to, and therefore he won't. No more stealing.
No more?
You traded something very useful of which you stole. I would like to set some rules for you of stealing, but I know you're just going to ignore them. So until I can trust you in your useful scouting ways, no more stealing.
Okay.
Thank you. Duger, do not encourage him.
I haven't.
Put a lock on the bag.
I guess arcane lock on the bag.
So I need to read Arcane Lock now.
It says, you touch a closed door, window, gate, chest, or other entryway, and the chest, I feel like
It's
applies.
the bag of holding works.
Okay. Or other entryway, and it becomes locked for the duration. You and the creatures you designate when you cast a spell can open the object normally. You can also set a password that, when spoken within 5 feet of the object, suppresses the spell for 1 minute. Otherwise, it is impassable until it is broken, or the spell is dispelled or suppressed. Casting Knock on the object suppresses Arcane Lock for 10 minutes.
You're aware that this costs 25 gold pieces, correct?
I was not aware that this cost 25 gold pieces. Oh, yeah.
Is it active forever? though?
Gold.
Until
yeah.
dispelled.
It says
Oh, wow.
until dispelled, so it is active forever. So,
Kind of
I will use 25 of the random gold things
That's like 1%.
that. What?
1% of the 2,500 gold.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm going to use a little bit of the gold that he stole to cast Arcane Lock. But I'm going to do a thing that I will text you, DM,
No!
that I'm not going to say to the rest of the party.
Finn's going to raise his hand. Can I try now?
Sure.
All right, you put the bag on the ground.
I'm going to
right.
I'm going to wink at him.
Okay, he's gonna take the bag of
hate
holding,
you.
and he's gonna pull out the the bag and like take out the lock picks and just like start poking at it. He clearly has no idea how lock picks work, but he's poking it and trying to figure it out. And that's where Finn's going to be spending the next several hours trying to figure out how to get in.
Thank you, Duger.
Of course.
Now, in my haste, everything is now prepped and ready to set sail. So we're going back to, what was the first island?
Elestine.
We're going to
Is that in the
Elistine.
direction of the Northern Isles?
No, it is the opposite direction.
Ah, we might not want to go to Elistine then. We might just want to go to the Northern Isles and figure it out from there.
Okay. So Elistine is a later stop then?
Yes.
Okay. Might be nice to check up on Venora, see if she's still there or not. Later down the line.
Eventually, yes.
Hopefully she's not hunting us down, trying to kill us.
I would hope not, yes.
I hope so.
I don't know why she would do that.
I think we left on a good note.
I feel like we left on a good note.
You know her by reputation.
All right,
What?
well, everything's ready to set sail, so time to go. Do we need anything else in town?
Not that I know of, and I'm gonna start scooping the gold back into the bag of holding. Everything back in.
All right, and I'm just gonna get back to the helm and just set sail. And
This
head
whole
towards
time I
Northern
just
Isles.
stood there and just watched this whole thing just unfurl. I was just
This absolute
Mad show.
crap fest.
I think this crew's going to be a whole lot more interesting than I thought.
Yes. We're a bit of an interesting group.
More ways than one, you could say.
Keep your coin purse close.
Your coin purse is currently missing.
Oh no!
Finn's going like as you like look at it, like Finn's going like slowly walk away, and like a minute later he's gonna come lugging a bag of coins up the stairs. You have your money back.
I take it and just put my hand out and just. It's only 15 gold.
15 gold is a lot for a monkey.
I put my other hand out to
He
shake
has
his
like
hand.
a 6 in strength.
Thank you, good sir. And then I just put my bag away and.
He's not strong, like at
You
all.
have explicitly forbidden him from stealing. He will cease.
Good.
So, Dugo, why are we heading north?
He's a 4 in strength.
Well,
He's a weak.
that sword that I put on the pile of gold is a bit interesting. It's called the weave render, and it has a tendency to rend the weave. If you know anything about magic,
You've heard of the weave.
basically the weave is what holds the world and all of its magic together. And so it's not good that it does that. And so we're trying to figure out how we can prevent it from doing that and control it, and basically stop a calamity that's coming to destroy the Dragon Sea and the world. So, that's what we're trying to do. And going to the Northern Isles and talking with some of the people that possibly have seen or used it before, or seen it used, or whatever, might have a history of it, whatever, might be good for us, because we need that right now. And also, we want to fix this, and I'm gonna basically just hold up the mold and be like, this is basically, his sword fits into it, and we're trying to fix the broken sword. And we feel like possibly some dwarves in the Northern Isles who are known for making really, really good weapons would know how to possibly fix it. I mean, we kind of have an idea, but we don't really have an idea as well. So, that's also another reason why we're going.
Yeah.
So, is Venora one of your suitors then, I'm assuming, because he has his and... So.
No, she tried to kill us.
Multiple times.
I can see how you'd get confused.
They have a tendency of doing that.
No, she was an assassin that tried to succeeded in killing a leader of a city and tried to kill an ambassador that was going there. But we almost kind of put a stop to it, and he kind of ended up putting a stop to it. And then we caught her at a ball and cut off her leg.
Oh.
That was pretty interesting.
It was intense.
Yeah, the dude that you replaced about killed her. That was a bit crazy.
Okay.
He had a load of anger issues.
He just ever so slight.
And then you gave her a new leg.
Yes, and then we helped her get the new leg.
And currently, we believe she's in prison. But granted, she has
Hopefully.
great connections and probably escaped jail.
She's also like the princess of the underworld. So there's that too.
Fascinating.
Very.
She also is associated with Gabriel and the Red Fang Pirates, so that's super helpful.
Yeah.
Who's Gabriel?
He's captain, leader of the Red Fang Pirates.
Okay.
Very annoying, very tricky, and
Very deadly.
extremely deadly fighter.
Yes.
Heard of the Red Fang, but never heard of one of their captains. Or
Not one of
thieves.
their captains. Their captain. Like,
Oh.
he's their leader. Yeah.
The Red Pirate.
Yes. So, basically, we almost got killed by someone associated with the Red Fang Pirates, and now we have this sword that everybody freaking wants for some reason. Well, I know why they want it, but it also, like, kind of kills the user a little bit.
You see my character kind of like pacing around, kind of like face, rubbing his head and
We
stuff.
probably should have told you all this before you signed up to be part of our crew. I feel like we scammed you.
Finn is going to point a lockpick at Flynn's. Like, he did. He just said it very fast.
I
Very
did
few
give
words.
very fast.
Words. Same meaning. Continues poking bag with block.
Well,
I try not to lie, so I told him as much as I could, but I didn't want to deter him too much. But at the same time, I wanted to deter him.
It's actually quite all right. I've
Watching him pace around, I want to make an insight check to get a read on him.
I think I've actually I did want this. I did want adventure.
really.
So
you wanted adventure, you'll get it.
I found it. Oh dear.
Basically, we're on the quest to save the world. And apparently it's like a divine quest from like the gods and stuff.
With these things, Finn holds up like a crystal in both hands.
Oh, I thought I had put those away already.
You said you started, but then you start having a conversation, and there's a lot of it. It's going to take a lot longer to put it back in until it took his take out.
Makes sense.
And also, you didn't notice that Finn had.
I'm gonna go pick one up out of his hands and just inspect it.
All right, roll me a d10.
That one. 6.
All right, you pick up one with a hammer and 2 wings on it.
Ooh, I have an idea. I'm going to pull all of the little crystals out, find them all, and I'm going to put them all together and be like, look at them. Do any of them have significance to you?
Oh,
Well, I guess I got to pull up my list of them
I'm
now.
gonna hand him back this hammer and wings
Wrong button.
thing, stone, and then approach these other ones.
Pardon, I'm trying to get my thing up as fast as I possibly can, but I'm not.
What are
I was
these
not
crystals
prepared for this
anyways?
part.
I'll explain to you once you find one that's significant to you.
That's significant. It's like you're saying this like you already know what's gonna happen. Oh well.
I'm not
I'll
sure.
play your game.
I might be on his side on this one. You know my stance on fate and destiny, Duger.
As much as I am an agent of chaos, I also still do technically worship Tyr.
And
Oh.
good for you.
You see,
Not the very good worshiper of Tyr.
this is a
You
bit
like
of
on the
a-
weekends.
This is a bit of a sailor trait, you could say. Not
Superstition, I understand.
something like that.
But wouldn't this technically... Never mind.
It's just sailors like to live a little free.
A little
Where have you
fruity?
sailed under again? I feel like you didn't mention it that well last time.
Sailing.
Yeah.
I used to be a cargo salesman. I would sail and sell all over the land. Went through the Northern Isles, down to the southern, to the west, to the east. I've been everywhere. It's just last time I got my entire whole crew destroyed by the red fangs. Anyways,
All
That's
right, so
unfortunate.
so
as you look through them, the one finally we're getting our entire list of crystal pictures on them. So, the one that you're currently holding has the hammer and wings. The hammer has ornate designs on it. It's not as detailed as you feel like it could be because it's made out of crystal lattice that is depicting things. That one you look at. That one you look at first. The next one is a pair of crossed swords. One of them surrounded by wispy arcane energy, the other one by lightning. One of the swords you actually recognize.
really
Yeah, it's in his sheath right now.
interesting.
I keep that one back behind my cloak.
There is a dragon with a pair of axes crossed behind it. That's the same one that was on that coin that you guys found earlier. There is a ring of keys and a balance behind it. There is a swirling storm cloud. There is a dragon fang and a map as well behind it. There is what looks like a dagger, but then as you move it, this one's odd because like all of them, like they moved a little bit when you did it, like it seemed to flow and to change. This one, as you look at it from another angle, it turned into a spear. Suddenly, like you look at it from another angle, now it looks like a shield. At its most basic, it's a dagger, but you feel like it changes when you look at it from the corner of your eye. But then when you look back, it's always a dagger. there is a very ornate sun that looks like it's made out of runes and things like that. It reminds you a little bit of like some symbols that like tattoos and things like that you've seen in parts of the Dragon Sea. Then there's a trident surrounded by plants, and then there are twinkling stars.
I've hunched over all of these things, picking them up and inspecting them.
Do any of them start to vibrate?
As you pick up one of them, it does start to vibrate.
This one does. Which one? The symbols of this one?
Fang and a map.
Now you're kind of like, here's
Is
the
it-
one you're looking for, I assume. So
Does it? I'm not gonna take it. Does it mean anything to you, the thing in the map?
Not particularly. I kind of looked at pull out those other ones. I'm like, these ones are also quite interesting, and I'm like, doing the reflecting thing on that one.
That one vibrates.
Yes. I don't quite understand what you want. And just like, oh, this one's pretty. These are fascinating. Have you ever thought of just selling these suckers?
As much as we'd love to sell and make more gold, selling them is not in the best interest.
Okay.
I told you they mean something.
Like what?
That used to be one giant crystal. And all of those designs that you see in them used to be one bigger magic circle. And basically, our benefactor used it to get basically a vision. And it showed the world being destroyed, but us attempting to save it, at the very least. And that's pretty much what the vision was, in long and short. And then it broke one day. Magic items aren't supposed to break. Especially, what is it, Zircon that does divination magic? Especially Zircon that has divination magic in it. It doesn't break unless the magic has really been used up. And there's still magic in these, very clearly. So it's very weird that it broke, one. But two, each one of these has correlated to basically someone in this party. One of them vibrated when Q picked it up. One of them vibrated when
Q
Vernon
never
was...
got
What?
Q was gone before.
Oh,
Because
was
it
it?
was gear.
Never mind. Basically,
Oh,
one correlates to Q.
I missed one of them on accident. A very important one. The only one that's not just crystal lattice. A black sword. Forgot about that one, sorry.
Yes.
And basically, Burning Whisper found one that vibrated when he picked it up. There's one that looks like it would correlate to Q. There's one that vibrates when he picks it up and no one else. The one that vibrates when I pick it up and no one else.
And this Burning Whisper fella, is he the one that I replaced?
Yes.
Okay.
The one that got sucked into the sword that we're
Yes.
trying to destroy.
Okay. Put the stones down. Well, we do have a long journey ahead of us.
Very long one.
Would you like
Yes.
some help picking this up?
I would very much appreciate it.
I go pick up the bag of holding and I hand it to you.
I'm gonna just kind of hold it open and start putting the stuff in and yeah.
Get back to
All
fly
of
the
my
ship.
gold and precious items and
How much gold does he have?
Okay, in terms of raw gold pieces, there is. So you already took out 500 gold worth in order to make the little shrine thing, right?
yeah.
Okay, there is 250 more gold worth there. There are 300 silver pieces and 500 copper pieces.
300 silver, you said? Mm-hmm. 300 and 500 copper.
Yeah. And obviously, yes, I am giving you round numbers. It's just really inconvenient to make up very large numbers.
I don't blame you.
562 copper pieces, 394 silver pieces, and 2,763 gold pieces.
Come to page 394.
That's page number.
All right, so you guys are heading north then?
Yep.
We're heading north. And I am keeping a very close eye on our horizon and like using like a spyglass and like just looking. Like I'm making sure that there is no enemies and we aren't getting ambushed. We're not getting
That's what I want to do. Do you,
any
does
of that
boat
this
have
time.
a
None of
crow's
it.
nest?
Probably would, yeah.
I'm gonna go and just sit up there with the telescope and constantly observe, looking.
All right, you head up to the top with a telescope. You're looking around. So Flynn, Mr. Navigator, sir? How are you planning on heading there? Are you just like going to take the main current the entire way through, or are you going to try to take a unpredictable route? Like, do you want to do anything specific, or is there just go? Because this will determine how many random things happen along the way and what sort of random things happen.
And are you going to take the crew's opinion?
I feel like probably you would want to be cautious and try to get there you'd want to get there safely, but also doesn't like the idea of being followed or tracked. So probably maybe the main path.
Do I know any shortcuts?
To get to the Northern Isles, probably not.
Okay.
But
Probably just like the main current.
so basically, pros and cons. If you take the main current and go past Trude exactly like you did before, you'll get there fastest. That was the quickest way you could get there. Chances of pirate attacks are slightly higher just by being in that area, but like in the main current itself, it's pretty safe. Advantages to going an alternative route: you enter the sea. You enter from a different angle. You might avoid, like you would avoid having to go through another area that you've already been through before. Disadvantage: without the main current, you're gonna have to rely on unpredictable currents or old-fashioned sailing, and that's slower. So you'd get there slower, but it would be an unpredictable route, which could be helpful if you're being hunted, which you guys are aware you are. But tell me what you do, and I will determine which of the outcomes that I prepared will happen.
I don't like being tracked down by the guy.
You don't have to decide now. You're going to have multiple weeks of traveling, and you're probably going to be stopping in various ports along the way.
Yeah. Currently, I'd probably follow the main path until provoked otherwise.
Alrighty, cool.
I would also like to say, if we do stop in ports or in towns or on islands, we make it quick. We are in, we get the supplies we need, and we get out. We don't stay there for too long.
Don't want to risk.
We can't
an
risk
attack.
being seen.
Well, point I'm bringing up here is mostly that
Really?
Flynn needs to sleep.
Flynn does need to sleep, yes.
I could sit.
You guys, you can sail, but can you sail a ship on your own? Even a magic one?
Maybe.
We could anchor and
Yeah.
let him sleep, but not in a port or in a city.
Okay,
That's
this
a
is one thing that that hasn't actually been relevant yet. No one's entirely sure how deep the Dragon Sea is. There are very few real islands. Like, they exist, but they're considered anomalies and weird, and people find them disturbing. Like, Triude is on an actual island, and people are concerned by this, because they feel like it's unnatural that it goes all the way down.
Interesting.
But yeah, so anchoring
Interesting.
can happen, but it's difficult. There are certain places marked on maps, which you would be aware of because they don't change, where you can anchor. Other than that, it's difficult. But yeah, you could do that. So avoiding
cities.
avoiding ports as much as possible. Is that the plan?
Probably. That,
yeah.
probably. It gives less chance for us to get seen by people, I feel like. So,
We just don't want to be seen currently.
yeah.
All right, cool. So you are going to take a slightly less direct route in order to get the anchoring things, but mostly on the main current, which means this number.
Flynn's gonna get tired.
Alrighty, so random encounters of traveling. So as you're going, you are heading. You've gone off of the main current for a little bit, and you've anchored for the night. You guys are all well rested. You have completed a long rest before this happens. A small island is just passing overhead as you're sailing and on the actual water, and as you're going through, and a shadow flies out from around it, and a dragon starts circling your ship.
Captain, is that normal?
Shh, keep your voice down. I can't hear you. It obviously sees us. Just be quiet.
I'm gonna look at it. Doesn't look hostile.
It's a blue dragon. So probably is hostile, or at the very least disdainful of your existence.
Is this like full-size dragon, or is it?
This appears to be. It's a large for a young dragon, but it looks like it still is just a young dragon.
Okay, makes sense.
Would I know any methods of steering away dragons?
There are many. So dealing with dragons is necessary. It's been a lot. It's amazing that you guys haven't had an event like this happen this long.
Because
Scaring off dragons is difficult. You can do it, but don't forget, dragons are all smarter than you, except for maybe Flynn. They're more perceptive than any of you guaranteed. They've got, like, their mental stats are nothing to mess with, and they're strong, and they're arrogant and proud. So scaring them off is difficult, and also will cause them to lose face, so they don't run very often. You either have to escape them, or negotiate, or kill them.
Just don't make any sudden sounds or movements, and don't do anything to piss it off right now.
Though the one thing that always succeeds to scare off a young dragon like this is grounding it. If you can take away its ability to fly, it will flee as soon as it can.
Dang it! I don't have that spell. The thing that.
But yeah.
Wait
so
a minute.
the dragon circles over you.
Wait a minute.
And suddenly a bolt of lightning strikes right in front of your ship.
Do we stop?
We're already stopped, right? Aren't we
Yeah,
stopped?
I assumed you were still sailing. Right? You didn't tell me you stopped, so.
Hold on. Question: does levitate, the spell levitate, does that cancel out the ability of the dragon to fly?
No, it could still fly. It might be a little bit awkward, and I might give it disadvantage on dex saves and things like that, but it could still move around the air.
Okay, makes sense. Dang it! I was trying to be smart.
Captain, do you have any nets?
Maybe, but I don't think a net's gonna work. I've heard many stories of wings tearing through trees, so I don't think a net's gonna capture it.
Another bolt of lightning strikes right next to your, like, right off of your
We should
starboard
stop.
side.
Okay.
After like 20 more seconds, a third bolt of lightning strikes right behind, and then the dragon dives down, and like right before it's about to seemingly crash into your ship, like it spreads its wings, and, like flaps, and you hear a loud voice boom out in Draconic. Does anyone understand that?
I do.
I do. I think we all do.
Let me see if I do. Where's my freaking languages? Languages. Yes, I do.
Alrighty.
Do good.
Alrighty.
Please do not be trigger happy.
I won't be.
Alright. What he says is, I am Azura, Bane of the Seas, Master of the Tempest, and I demand tribute for your passage.
You think you got this, Captain?
What kind of tribute do you seek for?
100 gold per passenger, or I shall sink your ship and send you to the depths.
Seems a bit unnecessary.
May we have a moment to talk about the golds?
Give me the gold, or die.
We have to
Roll me a
figure out
history
that
check real fast. This is for dragons. Knowledge about dragons.
I think last time I had like an 76.
Oh right, I had you roll percentile dice. Let's have
Yeah.
you roll percentile dice again right now for like what you know, what you know about what you can remember about blue dragons.
44.
90%.
Sure, go ahead. You may not because you are not very you have not interacted with dragons very often. Or if you do, you can have disadvantage.
20.
20. Alrighty. Blue dragons are selfish and narcissistic and not exactly known for their patience.
I can't play any stall games with them.
Extremely selfish and narcissistic. In general.
Captain, I don't have 100 gold.
I'm aware there's only one person who has a lot of gold.
Fine.
We either try to,
I go and I get
You can make a disadvantage dragon check if you want.
disadvantage dragon check. How would I do that? Just
Roll the D100s twice.
I don't have a D100.
2 D10s.
Bane of the Sea, your gracious dragon lordship, we just are, as you can tell, very puny sailors here. Our gold amounts to nothing to you.
Oh wow! I
As
rolled a 28 and a 83. Dang.
You know the same thing.
As to perhaps what we can bring back on our return would be much greater than measly 400 gold.
I'm going
Roll
down to the
persuasion
hold.
check. And also, you roll an insight check for me, Wesley.
A persuasion? Not the greatest here, baby. 8.
Hold on. Does what is it called? Flash of Genius apply to this?
It is an ability check.
17.
17. Okay, so first thing that you notice, as as Flynn starts talking, the dragon seems to puff up a little bit when he starts giving him those they were terrible compliments, like stuttered out and like not actually that great, but like even
Compliments
those
nonetheless.
got him the dragon puffed up and seemed to got pleased to the dragon greatly. But he's it's still even after everything else that seemed to be effective. But dragon's going opens its mouth and starts crackling with blue energy.
Now, your lordship, again, what we have now is nothing. As to what we can bring back will be much more. We're going to the Northern Isles, and I'm very sure that we can grace you with such treasures befitting of a Lord of the Seas here. And wouldn't you want something to show off your power and might versus some measly gold? While entertaining this, Flynn, again, is going to be very extra with his hands in talking, but also trying to cast Tiny Hut.
Does Tiny Hut have a verbal component?
Let's see. It does.
All right, then you can't say that at the same time as doing this.
I wish it didn't have a verbal component. She's like,
Mr. Dragonlord, I'm a man of business. I used to sail all these seas, and I do know of your domain. We are extremely sorry for trespassing. But right now, our wares and goods are quite thin. But we could, in a sense, provide interest on top of what we owe, if we may.
Do you think me a fool?
Absolutely not. I just
None
know.
that. I am not going to fall for your pitiful attempts to deceive me and to never return. However, you are correct. Your gold is of lesser importance to greater items of power. Bring me. You may either pay me 150 gold per person, or provide me a properly powerful item at this time to showcase my magnificence.
Duga.
I have an idea.
I like to bow a little bit.
Duger went below.
Yes, and I say, Duga, bring up our prized possession with my head down.
careful what you're saying, Coryllis.
I have an idea.
I think I know what
I have an idea.
I have an idea.
I hate this idea.
It's called infusions.
Artificers.
It requires a long rest to make an infusion, right?
It requires a long rest if I've used them all, I think, right?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Hold on.
I haven't used an artificer very often.
Just, your lordship, like you said, we, again, will give you such better items to help you become a greater man. And let's try a different spell to make him feel even better about himself. This one does not require verbal. We're just going to use, we're going to pull, like, the Maui.
You didn't see that, but okay.
See what?
How he liked being called nice.
Well, I know that he's a selfish man, so I'm gonna pray on that.
I did tell everyone that it was narcissistic.
That's fine.
like I was hoping that you guys would pick up on it on your
So that's why I'm praying on. That's why I've been saying all these nice things. And I'm gonna use minor illusion to just kind of give him praise. Kind of like give cheering shouts and praises in his name to make him boast and just be like, yes, praise me.
So wait, what are you casting?
Minor illusion to kind of like just make sounds of applause and like.
This does not have a verbal
It
component.
does not.
I had to deal with some irritating silence casters in one of my games. I discovered minor illusion still worked. It was nice.
So just like using it to make applause and people like, yes, the great Bane of the Sea, we love you, praise be.
Roll me a stealth check with your intelligence modifier.
Okay.
It just says whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch a non-magical object and imbue it with one of your artificer infusions.
All right, so as long as if you have, you can get rid of the magic power later, but you need to already have it made.
Makes sense.
Natural 20 plus 4, so 24.
He considers your words and he's going to say, "Very well. If you please me, I will please me with your offering. I shall let you pass."
I can just like picture the Moana thing, just like, oh Maui, you're so amazing. Of just the minor illusion cheering him up.
You better please him with your offering.
Please.
I don't know if I have any. Did I hear all of this? Did I hear this conversation?
It's not quiet.
I yelled,
It's not
"Dude,
good.
bring our prized possession to you."
Also, the dragon is booming. Like he's not trying to.
It has to be a
settle.
magic item.
It has to be something.
He wants an
worth a lot
object of
money.
power. I'm going to start this timer. When it runs out, the dragon's patience will run out. Gavin, when this runs out of sand, the dragon's patience will run out.
Okay.
That's a,
1
minute.
Okay, help me choose, guys. Boots of Elvenkind, Cloak of Elvenkind, Cloak of the Manta Ray, Eyes of Charming, Lantern of Revealing.
You already have to have it made. It can't be.
I don't have anything made!
It's like,
Why do you not have all of your infusions used?
Ah!
I lean over. Shall we just use this?
I'm gonna. Can I just think most valuable
burning my breath?
and reach into the bag of holding?
All right, you reach in and you pull out that dagger with the antler handle.
I want to know what it does before I give it away.
Your Lordship, how would you feel about a item of jewelry?
Oh gosh,
That's just money. He's going to demand more if you try. He's going to demand the toll.
I have to
Gonna,
do
like,
it. I have to do it. I'm
flex my
so
ring of
sad.
protection.
I'm so sad. I have to do it. I'm gonna bring up both the dagger with the antler horn, and I'm going to pull out my gun, and I am going to.
I want to try it. Well, as he's going, like, trying to, like, find something, try to flex the ring of protection to see if he has interest in that.
As you start flexing it, he like he looks at it like he seems to look at it with interest.
Could be a nice
What is
addition
it?
to your horns or talons, and boasts of your power and protects you more. Makes you safer, harder to kill. And it's a nice jewelry.
Roll a persuasion check. I was about to give you an advantage, but then you mentioned him dying, and he doesn't, and that is not helping his pride.
It's not helping his pride. Can I have my dear sweet Eliza give me some spell help? There's
She
no
will give-
spell help.
She will give you bardic inspiration.
Oh, I forgot that's a thing she can do.
I don't know what level, what the size of the dice is at what level.
It's a D8.
All right.
That is very much needed.
Flash of Genius as well. Can I?
Yeah, you
use
can
too?
give that to him. It's an ability check.
Dirty 20.
Plus 25.
Well, you mean 5?
5, yeah.
So it's
25.
Very well. He holds out. He flies down slightly lower and then lands on your ship and like lurches. He holds out like he reaches his face down like it's all like he's a young dragon, but still, his head is as big as your torso.
Yeah. Just like. Yep. Nope. I'm frightened.
I'm gonna step in front of him and be like, It is our pleasure to have you on our boat, sir.
It is.
I'm sorry we cannot offer any refreshments that aren't next to your level of quality.
He lowers his head and like indicating a small horn in the center.
I put my hand behind me to kind of take it from you, like as I'm bowing.
Just shakily, I'm gonna put it on him.
Put it on him.
I'm gonna put it on the horn.
You may pass through my dominion.
Thank you, your lordship.
Should you return, be prepared with with an appropriate offering. And he's going to fly off.
Of course.
And land back up on that wandering island again. All right.
Yep.
Pat you on the shoulder. You did great. But you do have to work on your introductions.
You take the helm for a minute. I'm going to my studies.
Okay.
Well, since I didn't have to give away my basically only weapon and the antler dagger, I'm gonna cast Identify on the antler dagger. Actually,
That would be a good decision.
Yeah, I didn't want you losing that. I'm like, oh,
Wait.
fetch, I'll get rid of the ring.
Wait. Are you on top of the deck when you do this?
yes, I will be up on the deck when I do this.
Duger,
What?
what are you doing?
I'm casting. I'm trying to figure out what this is right here. I don't really know what this dagger is, but it seems very important. Because when I was like, most magical item in the bag, and reached in, this came out. So,
All right, so this is a moon-touched sword. Well, moon-touched dagger.
oh,
So it is not the same as a moonblade, but I guess you could say it's the moonblade's younger brother.
okay.
First off, it's a +1 weapon.
Oh, nice.
Second,
Okay.
when it is unsheathed in darkness, it sheds 15 feet of bright light and 15 feet of dim light.
Does that work in magical darkness as well?
Any darkness, it will produce this. So yes, it would pierce through magical
Very
darkness.
nice.
Oh, wow.
That is
Okay.
all it does. But it is a +1 dagger that sheds bright light and 15 feet and dim light.
I'm gonna unsheath it.
Currently earn bright light.
Oh,
It is day.
I thought it was nighttime. Never mind.
Duger, could you perhaps help me identify something when you're done?
Sure.
Once you walk up, I pull out these boots I have. Where is it? There,
Some boots.
there.
Can I just tell what these boots are by looking at them?
They're copper dragon skin boots.
Oh, never mind.
And I
Yeah.
just put them up.
And I'm going to cast Identify on them again.
If
I'm assuming these are the ones you got off that pirate guy. They are boots of leaping and striding.
Oh, wow. They make you jump really far, and they can make you run faster. That's actually kind of cool.
Really?
I should put them on Galti.
I'm gonna put 'em on
Does it
right
double
now.
your movement speed?
I think it just doubles your jumping.
Just doubles your jumping.
Speed becomes 30 unless your walk speed is higher.
Sorry, striding and springing is what it's called.
Striding
Your
and
walking speed becomes 30 unless it's higher, so
Okay.
it's nice for dwarves. And your speed isn't reduced if you are encumbered or wearing heavy armor. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, so you can't... normal distance, yeah.
Nice.
So basically, you always have to jump spell casting.
How far can Galti jump?
Strength.
In a long jump, it's the strength score.
Oh, hold on. Like, that's the number of feet? It's
Yeah.
the strength score? Let me...
Not the modifier, the score.
Where the freak is Galti?
I think his score is like a 15.
They require attunement, though, and Galti cannot attune magic items.
I
Oh.
was gonna put them on anyways.
Because he has a 14 for strength. So triple that.
With a 10-feet running start, he could go far.
He could go very far. And he already has a movement speed of 40.
Actually, as you're looking at these things, you feel like you've seen something similar to these before. Like, as you're looking at it, these were made in the Northern Isles. Like it's the workmanship that you've seen there are similar.
Where did you get these?
As I put them on, you can see, I will say, oh, I just took them off that man I beheaded.
The pirate that you guys fought last time.
Oh.
Yeah, he was that orc guy.
Have you been sailing
He
before?
was
yeah?
the trying to take
It's been
the
like
sword.
you're about halfway to
Nice.
the Northern Isles, right now, so it's been like half a week.
Interesting.
So I'm close then to finishing that first level spell then.
Oh
no, wait.
Interesting.
I feel like I would've
Because these came
been
from the
working on it
Northern
earlier.
Isles.
Really?
Yes.
Are you from the Northern Isles?
No, but I recognize their craftsmanship from.
You've had experience with boots in the northern.
I've
Isles.
had experience with boots in the Northern Isles. Yes.
Interesting.
Well, Burning Whisper and Flynn have. Not me so much.
I see. So, what do you are you a native there?
No, technically I'm native to, well, the Underdark and the Iron Hills, but apparently there's a bunch of dwarves in the Iron Hills. Or, not in the Iron Hills. Iron Heights is what it's called, right? Iron Heights. And there's, meant there's a bunch of dwarves in the Northern Isles. Holy crap, my brain. Low intelligence people!
Hello, intelligence.
And do you have some sort of kinship relation, or like you just want this sword?
We want to figure out basically how to prevent the sword from killing us. Apparently we have to have the sword for something.
Well, I was talking about the other one, the one you want to forge or something.
Oh, that's more just for Flynn. He kind of wants it fixed, and I kind of want it fixed, and I want to know more stuff about how to fix Moonblades, so, yeah. And it's a cool elven artifact, and I kind of want to be able to tell elves that I forged something better than they did. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, that would be very cool indeed.
A literal sacred artifact for him, and I did it better. That's...
Wow.
No better feeling.
That's a lofty goal, my friend.
No better.
Oh, it's not
Busting
lofty.
the elves.
It's fairly easy to do.
Eliza is walking up the stairs like, elves can live for up to 750 years. Their smiths practice for centuries longer than the greatest of your kind have lived. And
Wow.
you claim it's easy?
And they still suck.
Dear.
Taking a shot at the elves.
This,
I can respect the confidence.
yes, I just look at her, just like agreeing with her, just like without saying a word. But I'm quite confused, Duger. What are we supposed to? Well, what do you guys? Because you're this prophecy and supposed to save the world, and where is this going to take place? I'm quite unsure of what's going on.
Apparently, there's going to be a mountain that explodes in the Dragon Sea, and the huge dragon is going to come out of it, which I assume is the red dragon that the Red Fang pirates are named after. I don't know his name, but basically, we're supposed to fight him. I don't know if we're supposed to win, but all I know is we're probably supposed to stop him because he's probably going to do a lot of damage. But yeah, that's my guess. I don't really know what's going on either, if I'm being perfectly honest. We were told to go on this quest, and now we're on this quest.
Guess our goals aren't too different after all. You see, I hate the Red Fang pirates.
Same?
And so,
I'm in my studies, so I'm not here.
yes. And so, at least I've tried to make good of their wrongdoings, town to town, from boat to boat. It feels near just about impossible, but if it's the Red Dragon, we may have some. It may be fate that we've met.
Perhaps. I think that's kind of how it's all been for all of us. A little bit of fate. And,
Sure,
I mean...
Someone's talking about destiny again.
Yeah.
All right, all this talk about fate and destiny is a perfect segue into the fact that you guys come across an actual island,
Oh.
Interesting.
which was not on any maps.
Yeah, I'm just.
Is it like
This shouldn't be
stationary?
here. And there is a fire on it, like like there's a smoke, like it's a very small island, and then like there's lots of black smoke rising up from the far end of it.
Go around to the other side and see what's happening.
Last time we tried to help a town, we got attacked by pirates.
That is a very good point.
Keep an eye.
This island looks too small to support a town.
I think I'm the one driving, but yes.
Well, I would have come up and just been like, shoo shoo. This is my ship.
Should have said something.
All right, as you come around the, like loop around the island, you see a very large fire on, just like piled up on it, and there's a person lying on the beach there.
What looks like it's burning? Is it like the trees?
It's like it's a huge fire, like someone intentionally stacked wood and lit it on fire.
Oh.
And like there's green branches on the very top, well, previously green branches on the top of it.
Interesting. What does this person look like?
Unconscious.
Minor illusion to make like a minor illusion is my favorite spell right now currently.
It's a great spell.
So great. I'm gonna use it to essentially make a loud booming voice from whisper to a scream, yeah, and be like, "Are you okay?"
No response.
I want to check out what this dude's wearing.
This dude is a girl, and she is wearing a blue travel dress, and looks like everything, and a sword belt. But other than that, nothing else.
Eliza! We might need you.
Who did you call?
Eliza.
Oh, Eliza. She comes up on deck again, looks out over, and is like, "Is that person?"
That is a person.
It seems so.
Coriolis, bring us closer to the.
Oh, I'm driving that one.
Yeah, I'm up here. I'm like, hey, Coriolis, take a helm, take us closer. I'm gonna go and grab him.
Easy peasy.
All right, you head on over there, go and land, step on foot on shore, and
I have my gun out. Like I'm like
Cautious and ready.
I am strapped.
So just so you guys, just like to put some context in this is a tiny island. Like,
You can see the other side of it.
yeah, you can see the other side of it from one side of it. Well, it's got a little hill, so you can't do that. But like on top, like it can't be more than like 50 to 100 feet radius.
Oh, wow.
Like
It's
it's a
tiny.
very small island, like with trees and like sand on top of it. The
don't
woman
take no
that's on the
chances.
ground is an elf.
Oh no.
Nice. Oh boy.
Do I recognize this elf?
No, you do
Okay,
not.
good.
You've never seen this elf before in your life.
Strange that the elf was out here though.
Yeah, she's also very clearly does not look like she's adapted to living in the Dragon Sea. She has like incredibly pale skin, like extraordinarily pale. And also her hair has a blue tinge to it, and it looks completely natural. No dye. You've never seen you've seen few elves in your life. Like you also grew up in the Dragon Sea. Very few elves. And the ones that you have seen did not look like this. But she's got very long pointed ears, so
I'm
probably.
just gonna run out and grab her and try to get back to the ship as quick.
Well,
and
I want to
fast
look
as
around the
possible.
island a little bit. Like, is there anyone else on this? I know you can see the other side, but like, is there anyone hiding?
Roll an
Like, who started the
investigation check.
fire? Like, I want to know these things.
These are good things to know.
That's really good. Investigation, you said? Mm-hmm. That's going to be a 24.
All right. There's nobody else on the island.
Okay.
It seems completely deserted, and you have no clue who started this fire. Like looking at the imprint in the sand where the woman was, she looks like she's been lying there for a very long time, and there's still green wood on the top. So like someone else clearly did start the fire and like fed very smoky wood on top of it. But no matter where you look, you cannot find anybody else. You see footprints walking from the fire to another part of the island, and then seeming to walk straight into the surf, and then gone. Nothing else.
Detect magic. If this could be a threat to us, I want to know where it's at, you know? Like, detect magic, any remnants of cast magic? Any, like, was the fire cast magically?
Okay.
Did they enter into the surf
We are
magically?
the meme party of there's a door, we investigate the crap out of it. You have done this to yourself.
Oh, yes, I did, and I asked for this. I rolled on my... I'm very happy I get to use my random encounter table. This is what happens when you... I'm not going to show you what I rolled. You're looking around, and you're trying to detect magic, and the fire is non-magical, completely normal. The island itself has some amount of magic of a non-identifiable school. Like, it doesn't really seem like a school of magic, it's just a little bit of it. And you're only able to get that by, like, thoroughly investigating things. This is detect magic combined with you getting more than a 20 on an investigation check. Like, there's no... It's not a spell. There's just magic here. Like, something about this place is magic.
I have Eliza start working medicine on the chick, seeing if, like, she needs basic medicine or magic medicine.
So yeah, Eliza's looking at the elf, and she's unconscious but stable. Eliza basically diagnoses exhaustion. Like, many levels of exhaustion.
Lesser Restoration does not get rid of that.
Greater Restoration gets rid of that.
And that's, what, 5th level spell?
Yep.
Gee, it's not that level.
Nope. So yeah, this entire place has some magic. And as you walk around, like, you follow right to where the footprints led, you feel the slightest at the edge of your range transmutation magic directly below you.
There's nothing I can really do. Can I start to dig?
Yes, you can.
Digger!
Start to dig.
I'm gonna start to dig.
The island's on fire!
No,
Only
just
part of it.
just the fire is on fire. It's a fireplace. It's a fire. It's a campfire on a much larger scale. You dig down, and you get down about 2 feet, and then suddenly you hit something hard. It's not rock, but
Can I start
keep
trying to
digging.
uncover what this is? Like brush off sand and whatever might be on there, and
sure. And you uncover a rough, dark surface, like mostly black. Little bits of brown and green, mostly black.
I'm a smith. I know when I see something that's like metal or some sort
not
of
metal.
ore. It's not metal? Is it like
It's closer to stone, but not.
Is it a
seems
scale?
different. There's some resemblance to scales, but it's not really a scale.
I'm gonna keep trying to dig in the area around and try and free up more of this area, like of this space, like.
Oh. I think I see what's going on.
So you are digging and try to uncover more space, and
Yes.
you, like, this same material is like you dig it out, and like it
everywhere.
just keeps on uncovering more and more of it.
Really. And the transmutation magic is coming from like way down below this.
Not way down below, because the range of detect magic is far. It's like 10 feet, like. But it was definitely down.
Huh. Interesting.
So as Eliza is helping this lady, she seems like she'll be fine. She's injured. Like, Eliza finds a couple of broken bones and like sets them and uses cure wounds to fix them. But like, mostly, like, Eliza thinks that she'll recover completely once she has enough time to rest.
That's good. Well, as you take her back to one of the rooms, keep an eye on her. Let me know if she wakes up or anything. We'll ask any questions if she was with the crew or what happened here. I'm gonna check on Duger. He's kind of going crazy digging a hole.
I checked that out. I've got a weird feeling. I think we should try to get out of here as soon as we can.
Yeah, no, I don't like staying in one place very long and burning island with mysterious elven woman. And yeah, no. I'm gonna go grab Duger, but thank you. And just gonna go back up. Duger! We gotta go!
There's something interesting over here.
And you know, with that, you're staying for a couple hours.
Duger! You said yourself we can't stay in one place for long.
We're not going to be here for long. Just help me.
I'll go handle this one. And I jump over the boat. And I go up to you and like, what are you looking at?
Look at this. This is not... It's closer to stone, but it's not metal. But it's also not quite stone. I can't tell what it is. And there's like transmutation magic coming from underneath. And I don't know. And there's like a little bit of weird magic to this
I
island.
think we need to get off this island, dude.
But what is it?
I think it's a dragon. And I just start running towards the boat.
I hadn't considered that. And I follow him.
You get on the boat. Okay, Duger's on the boat.
I'm using these new boots of striding and springing, and I'm jumping. I'm hauling and jumping. I'm jumping and hauling.
All right. And you set off.
I wanted to know what it was.
The dragon, Duger. Duger is a dragon that was asleep or something.
I will neither confirm or deny. You'll never know.
No!
We don't F around and find out, Duger.
No, Duger does F around and find
We
out.
don't! Okay, Duger. Something mysterious in the ground is like, ooh, I wonder what
many
this is.
people
That is
No.
Duger's literal goal. is to F around and find out.
He literally pushed all the sand off the island to figure out what it was.
I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, there's something strange down here. Nope, get in the car. We're leaving. But nope, get in the car. We're leaving.
Flynn is the I want to live member of the party.
I'm the one that in the horror movie is not in the movie because he chose not to go. It's like, hey, we're going to the cabin in the woods this weekend. It used to be my grandpa's, but then he died mysteriously. You want to come? No. I'm staying home watching movies. You guys can go have fun. Flynn is
all right.
the smart one in the horror movie because he doesn't
He
participate.
doesn't show up.
He doesn't show up for it at all.
All right, you guys set off. Eliza's still down below with the elf.
I'm gonna be like security with Eliza, kind of just making sure nothing, like this lady doesn't wake up and just do something bad.
Are you guys going to take her sword, or are you going to leave it there?
We'll
Oh,
take
I'll
her
take
sword.
it.
No,
I
never.
will take her sword. I also want to look
Had
at it.
Eliza not been here, she would have been resting, but also would have been under like heavier security. Of like, I don't trust you at all.
I'm
But
casting
Eliza's
Identify on her sword too. I want to know if it does anything special.
It is a +2 rapier.
Whoa! Nice! Okay.
I like rapier.
This would sell for a pretty penny.
I like rapier.
Yeah, so
I would take it, but I won't.
she's...
Do you
So
use
yeah, you take it and look at
It's
it.
the
It
only
is the
weapon I'm
most
proficient in.
ornate sword you have ever seen. It is silvered. It is +2 like the magic is in it. There are wrappings, golden runes engraved in it. They look like they're Sylvan letters.
Who does it look like designed it and
Elves.
made it? Dang it! Okay.
You think a dwarf would make that?
It's the most ornate sword you've ever seen.
Yes.
Dwarves don't do ornate.
Dwarves don't do ornate, they do functional.
Never mind. You've seen things as ornate as this. You've never seen anything as elegant.
That's yes. That is a difference.
Like, dwarves that do ornate gem work and stonework and things like that, like, you've seen things to match that. This is elegant.
Nice.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, like the Sylvan runes, like, you can barely recognize them among the, like, twisting vines of gold and things like that on it. It almost looks like it is a plant, like, the gold is a plant that grew on it. But yeah,
Is
it was
this
very nice craftsmanship.
Is it moonsteel?
It is not. It is silver.
It is silver. It is silver.
It is steel that has been silvered.
Makes sense.
Eliza, did you find any sort of identification on her?
Absolutely nothing.
Any paperwork? Any sort of book? Anything? Backpack?
Based off of what I can tell, she's got lots of salt in her hair. I would assume that she washed up on that island. Anything that she had would have been soaked and destroyed. It also looks... She points over she points at something that you guys can't really identify, like, and it's like, there's some calluses and scrapes right here that indicate to me that she looks like she's accustomed to wearing armor. I'd be willing to bet that she dumped anything that might drag her down once she fell in the ocean. But, yeah. You guys can't tell any of this stuff. Clearly Eliza's way better at medical things than you guys ever anticipated previously.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's patched me up a few times. Shut up.
Well, for now we'll hold on to her. We can drop her off at the next port that we find.
Be wise.
All right. You guys continue sailing on. Sun is about to go down, and y'all are starting to feel a little bit tired about when Eliza yells up, "Flynn, she's stirring."
Gorillas, take the helm.
Oh, I'm down there already still.
Gosh dang, who's gonna take the helm now?
Finn pops out and raises his monkey pand.
I swear, if anything happens. She's like, I swear. Duger, do you want to take a crack at the wheel?
Sure.
Finn, you're watching him and helping him.
Slaps himself in the face in his salute.
All right, I now have one functional adult watching the wheel.
I wonder which one he's talking about.
1/2 plus 1/2 equals 1.
Are barely what? I'm gonna go down there and just, just be like, are you awake now?
You come down right as the lady is starting to sit up. And you just like stir and like sit up like, where am I?
You're aboard my ship. My name is Flynn. I'm the captain of the ship. This is Eliza and this is Coryllis. We found you on a small island with fire.
I don't remember any island, just swimming and then... What day is it?
Well, let me pull up my handy-dandy little compass tracker day thingy. It is. What day is it?
That's a wonderful question. I never came up with a calendar system for this world. You tell her the date.
Insert.
And...
It's a Wednesday, my dude.
It's Wednesday, my dude.
I think I've been asleep for 3 days.
Were you traveling with a crew or anyone?
Yes, I was with the crew of the Silver Sun. We were attacked by pirates.
I'm assuming Red Fangs?
I think so. They had a dragon with them.
Uh-oh. Was it a white dragon?
Yes, but I think it was dead.
I'm not down there.
You're not.
I'm sorry.
Corella said that. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Flynn said that. Flynn said that.
It's just like, sorry to pester you with questions, but what is your name?
My name's Silva.
Silva. Well, Silva, we're heading into town, into a port here. We don't really have room for another member, but we'll drop you off at the next port.
Thank you. Where are we in the world? I don't know. Where did you find me?
Just a little south of here.
A little south? Okay.
I'm
Which
not good with
region are we in?
specifics.
Are we still are we in between? Are we still in between regions right now?
Just gonna look at Eliza and just give her the look of, don't tell the whole truth, only give the partial truth.
I was heading up north, but we were almost a Triud when we got attacked. How far have I drifted?
Not pretty far. Just a little far.
All right. Thank you for saving me. I'm sorry, I can't think clearly.
It's all right. Just rest for a little bit. You need some sleep here.
All right. Thank you.
Of course.
And she's gonna like reach over, like, where's my sword?
It's stored away. Couldn't take any precautions.
We have it. Don't
Can you please
throw
bring
that
it to
down
me?
there.
Not until I can fully trust you.
Just like you see for a moment, just like a flash of like something in her eyes, and she's gonna like just like visibly calm herself and just like, okay, and then she's gonna slump back, and within just a minute she seems like she's asleep again.
Can you watch her for a second? I need to talk with Eliza real quick here.
That's what I've been doing for like the last. How long has she been here?
5 hours.
Last 5 hours.
Just gonna pull Eliza out. It's like, you know me. I'm a little cautious.
You're a little cautious in the way that the sun's a little bright.
Thank you. I don't fully trust her.
I got that.
I don't know. It's just another pirate attacks are common. Another pirate attack. She's part of Silver Moon. Have I heard of Silver Moon before?
I've never heard of it. I assume it was just a ship.
I assumed it was a ship or a trading company or something, but could be another pirate crew. I don't know. Something I don't trust fully. The fact that she so eagerly wanted her sword back.
Well, did you see that? If I lost, like she swam for who knows how long, and out of everything she had nothing on her except that sword. And that was like that couldn't have been light. She was probably dragging her down the whole time.
Probably, but I don't know. Just be careful in there. You have Coryllis in there, but I don't fully trust her. If anything happens, let me know.
All right, I'll keep an eye on her, but I think she's just a castaway. Got lost, got washed up on a random island.
I know who this is.
No one's just a castaway.
I was just a castaway.
And you're Eliza. No one's a castaway. There's more to their story than meets the eye.
Random flattery isn't going to get you out of the fact that I think you're just being excessively cautious, but
I wins me points,
I'll keep an eye on her.
Thank you. And I'm gonna go top deck and be like, Duger, Finn,
Yes.
you haven't crashed the ship yet. That's good.
Finn has has started drawing a self-portrait on the bottom of the wheel with a piece of charcoal that you're not sure where it came from.
That's comforting.
So our stowaway is awake now.
Stowaway? I thought that you let her on.
Well, I did, but now she's stowing away since she's awake. That's not how my logic works.
I want to stow away sometime. That's
No. Anyways, she says she was with the Silver Moon, and name is Silva, not Sylvanas.
Silva.
Name was Silva. But I'm not getting a good feeling from her,
You never have a good feeling about anybody.
and it keeps me safe.
Also keeps you boring.
Oh, safe is boring.
I won't
I'll take
argue
it.
with that.
Hey. Anything you saw up here?
No.
All right.
Did we see anything?
There was a seagull a couple minutes ago.
Oh, we're close to land then. Well, we'll get to land, anchor down for a bit, drop her off, and continue on our way to the Northern Isles. So I don't think there's much else. Do you want to try talking with her, Duger? She might be asleep right now, but you want to try getting a read on her? I'll take the wheel.
Sure, I can go talk to her if you want me to.
think multiple witnesses might be useful here.
Okay.
All right, and I think now would be a good time to take our break.
Great. Skeptical Flynn for the win.
Skeptical? You are just the most paranoid person that I've ever had as a D&D character. How did you get in the adventuring business?
Well, he was normal before he got into this. He wouldn't have asked any questions, but now he's asking all the questions.
Yay!
But we'll find out what questions will and won't be answered in part 2. So we'll see you guys next time.
How will I traumatize Flynn next? Find out.